Hello, welcome back to Strength Hacks Coaching. Today I'll be going over all the supplements that I take, and before I get into that, you already know what to do. You got to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and drop a comment down below too. You can even have some suggestions for a future video topic that you'd like to see me cover. I'd really appreciate that. So anyways, I'm going to get into the supplement that I start most of my days with, and that is apple cider vinegar. And you're going to want to make sure you get a type that has the mother inside of that. Basically, it's just kind of like this funk at the bottom. You shake it all up and mix it in there, and it ensures that you're getting in some good quality probiotics. They really improve your gut health. Some other things this help with, the apple cider vinegar helps with, is regulating blood sugar. And also, apple cider vinegar can help with reducing your cholesterol, and it can improve how well you digest food. I usually take it first thing in the morning. I will mix it with a glass of water, about 2 tablespoons of it, and then about 12 to 16 ounces of water. And I'll throw in about 6 to 8 ounces of Pedialyte in there too, just to help it taste a little bit better. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the next supplement I take, and that is zinc. I particularly get zinc gluconate. It's a more superior form. If you get something like zinc oxide, your body can't really absorb that as well, so you're not getting as much out of the supplement as you can. Generally, when you're buying mineral supplements, you're going to want to get the forms that end with ADE or ATE. When you're getting stuff like oxide, it ends with IDE. Those forms are typically not absorbed as well by the body, and you don't want to be putting that garbage into your body. You want to get the top quality ingredients. That way your body's running like a top-notch machine. And I take zinc just because it helps, with immune support and everything. I'm sure I probably get enough from food, so I don't really take it all the time. Maybe like once or twice a week. Some weeks I don't even take it. But if you're on a vegan diet or something like that, or a vegetarian diet, you may need to take zinc more often. All right, so the next supplement that I take is Shilajit. I get Shilajit RX off Amazon. And I don't take this one all the time either. It's something I'll take for, a few weeks here. Then I'll take a few months off. Take it for a month. Stay off for a month. This is a really good one for boosting testosterone. It's high in like 84 different minerals as well as some different acids. And they're just known to be just a very good health supplement, tonic. Helps women too, just improve say for them it wouldn't improve their testosterone drastically, but it just balances out your hormones in general and supports a vital body. The next supplement I take is something you may have seen before. It's from Ancestral Supplements. It's their beef liver tablets. It's just basically a great way to get in a lot of vitamin A, the retinol version. Beta carotene isn't absorbed as well by the body. So when you're eating this, you don't have to go and buy the liver and cook it and eat it. And I've heard it tastes pretty disgusting, so this guy he takes liver and he chops it up into little pieces and freeze dries it, and then puts the freeze dried liver into capsules, and that's why we're able to get the benefits of that amazing food product without all the hassle. Now for this one, make sure you pay attention. This is the most important supplement I'm going to recommend. It is magnesium glycinate. Now you'll see, as with the zinc, it ends with ATE. And you don't want to be getting magnesium oxide or other inferior forms like that. If you look around, all the top athletes and coaches will recommend the glycinate version just because of how absorbable it is by the body. And I feel like everyone needs to take this because it's really hard to get magnesium through food, especially the longer time goes on, the less of it is in our soils, which means the less of it is in our food. If you use a micro tracker, like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, you will see that despite, all the healthy foods you're eating, you're still falling low in magnesium. Now, there's other ways to get magnesium in. You can do like Epsom salt baths where it soaks in through your skin. You can get magnesium oil and spray and rub that on your skin as well. But if you don't want to deal with all that and you just want something you can take, I highly recommend the magnesium powder. It's cheaper than the capsules. You can just mix it up with some juice and knock it back. It does have a pretty strong taste, but you can just throw in a little more juice, and if you drink it fast enough, you won't really even taste it. Okay, so this is one that I take on off days. It is vitamin C. I don't want to take this on training days just because I don't want to interfere with my body's inflammation response from training. And that isn't verified by the research yet, but there's a few theories about why it isn't good to take anti-inflammatory things around training. So I'd just rather be safe than sorry and take the vitamin C on my off days. Let's see here. It is 1,000 milligrams, made with rose hips powder. So that's a natural form of vitamin C. It's going to help, break it down in your body a little bit better than some of those synthetic versions. When you're looking at supplements, it's a very unregulated market, so you want to go with well-trusted brands like Now and Swanson. And another great supplement brand is Jarrow. I actually use their whey protein, unflavored whey, and in order to make it taste good, I will mix it with raw cocoa powder. Whoops, almost dropped something there. Okay, and then the last part of my protein cocktail is creatine monohydrate. So take the 3 of these bad boys, I mix them together in my shaker cup and mix it around, and I'll drink it during my workout. And it kind of tastes like a chocolate protein shake, but it's a little less sweet. But over time you'll get used to it, and it has a lot more, it's a lot healthier than your traditional Optimum Nutrition chocolate shake filled with tons of artificial sweeteners that will wreck your gut health, You don't really want no part in that if you're trying to be optimal, because drinking all those artificial sugars, it will reduce your gut health and you won't be able to digest all the protein and carbs that you're eating as effectively. The next supplement that I take is vitamin K plus D3. It actually has the MK4 and the MK7 versions of K2, as well as vitamin K1. It's a pretty balanced way to get your vitamin D. There's actually research saying if you don't take D and K together, that your body will misplace calcium, end up putting it in places like your arteries where you really don't want it, because it can lead to things like a heart attack and just poor blood flow in general. Now, you want to make sure you actually need a vitamin D supplement before starting to take one. Generally, people that live near the equator don't really need one, especially if they're getting a lot of exposure to sunlight. But somebody that lives up north like I do, or very far down south, where they're not getting a lot of sunlight exposure each year, their levels are probably low. The only way to really know if you need it or not is to go get your blood work done, order a vitamin D level, and I think it's supposed to be somewhere around 60. So if you fall short of 60, then you should probably take some of this until those levels are, around 60 to 70. Now, this isn't really a supplement, it's more of a food, and it is Brazil nuts. I mainly take one of these a couple times a week just to get in some good source of selenium. You don't want to overdo it with these. Basically, one Brazil nut a day, and you're pretty much like 70-80% of your selenium intake. So, say if you eat 2, you're already pushing it. Unless you're on a very high calorie diet, then those percentages may be subject to change. Now, the next 2 supplements I only take some of the time. The first one is burdock root. I'll take it, once in a while. Take it for a couple days here. Go off for a month and take a few days there. When you're taking strong herbs and roots like that, they can have pretty profound effects. So I find it's better with stronger supplements like, herbs and roots to just kind of take them sparingly. You don't want to overdo it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just err on the side of caution. Now, the benefits of burdock root is that it is good for your joints and also improves your circulatory health, which is something that this does as well. It is go-to cola powder, and I take that sparingly too, mainly because I don't trust the manufacturers of a lot of the stuff. If I was growing the herbs myself and I knew that they were free of toxins and stuff and grown organically, then I would probably take that supplement a lot more, just because it is an adaptogenic herb. So in theory, you can take a bunch of it and be fine, but the way they're processed, they probably have a lot more contaminants and stuff than I would like to consume. Now, in this last segment, I want to share a couple of supplements that I'm looking to add into my arsenal. And the first one is ginseng root tea. Now, a little pro tip, make sure you get that from like your local Asian market. If you get it from Amazon, you'll usually get an inferior product. I've gotten some ginseng powder off there once, and I didn't really notice much from it. But then I tried my friend's ginseng root tea that was from the Asian market, and after drinking a cup, about an hour later, I could feel the energy, the fire coming from it. It was pretty sweet. And then the next one I want to add is it's called Fern's lecithin granules, and that's one I got from this really awesome natural powerlifter named Dominic. He made a video just showing all the benefits of them, explaining it. But basically, the lecithin granules, it's something that was recommended by Bruce Lee and Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a really cheap form of phosphatidic acid, and it can just help improve your gym performance and help you get that little extra advantage to help you gain muscle and strength naturally. Anyways, that's all I have time for. That's all the supplements I take. I hope you learned something from this video. If you have any questions about any of the thing I explained today or any of the products that I've shown, just leave a comment down below and I'll answer as soon as I can. But in the meantime, have a great day.